Okay, let's continue our discussion on uniform arithmetic gradient. Okay, let's try to solve the first problem. Okay, a loan was to be amortized by a group of four end of year payments. Four end of year payments. Forming an ascending arithmetic progression, the initial payment was to be 5,000 pesos. And the difference between successive payments was to be 400 pesos. Okay. But the loan was renegotiated to provide for the payment of equal rather than uniformly varying sums. So, if the interest rate of the loan was 15%, what was the annual payment? So we have a gradient. Ito sana yung payment niya. So 4, sabi niya, group of 4 in the end of the year payment. So which means it will be paid for 4 years. So first year, 5,000. Second year, nag-add siya ng 400. So 5,400. And then we have 5,800. And then lastly, at the fourth year, we have 6,200. Okay, so ayaw niya. Gusto niya, nag-negotiate siya. Ayoko ng ganon. Gusto ko constant. Uniform yung babayaran ko every year na lang. So ayoko na tong uniform gradient na to. Nag-i-increase siya every year. So, i-convert natin ngayon tong arithmetic gradient na to. Uniform arithmetic gradient. Ito ang equivalent annuity. Ito. So, when we analyze this, we can divide this into two cash flows. Ito. So, i-cut lang natin. I-separate natin yung rectangle and then yung triangular part of the cash flow. So, since we started at 5,000 here, so that means ito ay 5,000, 5,000, 5,000 din yan. So, ito na yon. So, itong rectangle, ito na. Plus, itong triangle. So, ito, 400 na lang. This is 2G, which is 800. 3G, which is 1,200. So, pag pinag-add natin itong dalawang cash flow, that would be equal to ito. So, how can we convert then this cash flow into an equivalent annual payments na ito? Let's say A prime. Yung annual payments natin is A prime. So, basically, we're solving for A prime. Now, what is equal between the two conditions is that they should have the same principal or the initial amount or the present worth. They should have the same present worth. So, ang strategy natin is that isolve muna natin yung present worth ng arithmetic gradient na to. And then with that, since parehas sila, we can compute for the uniform annual payments na ito. Okay, so that's very simple strategy that we can apply in this particular problem. So first is to solve for the present worth using the arithmetic gradient. So, solve for yung annuity natin is 5,000, ano? And then, G natin is 400. Okay. And we have an N is 4 years. And we have an interest rate of 15%. So, medyo mataas yung interest rate natin. So, we can solve first for the present worth of this arithmetic gradient cash flow. So, solve na lang muna natin. So, ito yung formula natin. If you can remember, ito na lang. Let's just use this formula. Ito yung PA. Kasi remember yung kanina. And this is PG. The derivation is on the previous preceding page. So, ito yung PG natin. So, pag pinag-add natin, that's equivalent to the present worth of particular payments. So, we have now, i-substitute na lang natin yung given na value. So, we have P is equal to, tsaka siya. So, P is equal to, let's start with PA first. We have 5,000 times, we have 1 plus I, which is 15%. raised to n, which is 4 minus 1, divided by I at 0.15 times 1 plus 0.15 raised to 4. Plus, so this is PA. Let's solve for PG. So G is 400 all over I. I is 0.15. 1 plus 0.15 raised to 4 minus 1 by 0.15 times haba ng PG 1 plus 0.15 raised to n. N is equivalent to 4. Nagkasya naman sa screen. Okay, so we have a present worth of how much? That would be 15,000. Yeah. 15,789.466 pesos. So this is the present worth. Ito. Now, since we're solving for an equivalent uniform annual payments, A prime, then we can use the concept of annuity to solve for that particular amount, A prime. So what is A prime? Present worth or equivalent annual payments with present worth equivalent to 15,789.466 pesos. So then gagawin natin na formula to solve for A prime. A prime, is equal to, we have P times I times 1 plus I raised to n over so A prime is equal to, so ang present worth natin is 15,000. 15,789.466. Okay, so the equivalent annual payments then is equal to 5,000 5,530.503 pesos. Okay? Okay, that's it. That it? Yeah. That's number 1. And then number 2. Yes, we have another problem for this particular topic. This time we have a variation. Okay, find the equivalent annual payment of the following obligations at 20% interest. Interest is quite high. 20% interest. So end of the year 1 is 8,000. Year 2, 7,000. 3, 6,000. And then at year 4, we have 5,000. Okay, there's some noise, background noise. This time, descending yung ating gradient. Yung slope natin is descending. So, the interval is obviously 1,000 pesos. Yung interval natin. So, we can divide this into 2 again, cash flows. So, we can extend itong 8,000. Pag ganun. Okay. So, we can extend this. Gawin natin 8,000 lahat yan. Ito na yan. Gawin natin, i-subtract na lang natin to. I-subtract na lang natin. So, minus ito. So, yung increase dito is 1,000. This is actually 1,000. And this is 2,000. And this is 3,000. Ito. So 8,000. So basically 7,000 minus yung 1,000. So 8,000 minus yung 1,000 is 7,000. Ganun din dito. So 8,000 minus 2 and 8,000 minus 3,000, then that should be 5,000 pesos. So basically these two cash flows, when you subtract them, is just the same with the original ito. So ito na lang. So we have PA and then we have PG here. Okay. And then i-convert natin ulit just like the first problem. I-convert natin yan sa equivalent annual payment. Ang interest rate natin is 20,000. So let's try to identify the given. So we have a given value. Ang given natin is let's see. The same strategy is sa my first problem. So we're going to solve for the present worth of these payments. Solve for the present worth and then equate natin dito. So they have the same present worth. Parehas lang siya dito. Parehas lang yung dalawang yan. So if we know the present worth, we can solve for the equivalent annual payments using annuities. No? Okay. So again, what's next? The annual is 8,000. The gradient amount is 1,000. So the interval is 1,000. N is again 4 years. And then we have an interest rate equivalent to 20%. So let's solve first for the present worth. It's equivalent to, we have 8,000. So let's start with the PA muna. So we have PA minus PG. So we have P is equal to, we have 8,000 times 1 plus 20% raised to 4 minus 1. Why am I reading this? Tignan nyo na lang sa screen. Okay, this is PA, no? Minus PG. So we have 1,000. Yung G natin is 1,000 over I, which is 20%, times I forgot minus 1 there. Minus 4. Did I? Times ang haba ng PG, oh. Okay. So we can, I'm sorry. I am writing. Hindi ko titignan yung screen. Yeah, okay, that's it. That's B. I am sorry for that. P now is equal to 17,000. Okay, medyo mahangin sa labas. We have 17,411.265 pesos. Okay, that's the present worth. Now let's solve for the equivalent annual payments, uniform or constant annual payments. So we now have A is equal to, just like the previous problem, okay, so we have P is 17,411.265 times I is, how much is that? 20%. 1 plus I raised to 4 yung N. Then 1 plus 0.2 times 4 minus 1. Okay. So, I'm sorry, this should be A prime. So we have okay, the equivalent uniform annual payments is equal to 6,725.782 pesos. So yan yun. So instead of paying this amounts, 8,765,000, you can pay this uniformly, annually for 4 years now. Okay, so that is the last topic for chapter 2. The next would be, we have chapter 3. I will be uploading na lang yung module natin for chapter 3. Okay. Again, if you have questions, please do ask in our group chat, or you can also put your questions on the comment section of the video. I think I have to correct something sa previous problem. Yep, I think I have committed some errors there. Sa previous problem, in problem number 1, I think I forgot to include although the answers would be correct. No, I just forgot. I forgot to include in here yung minus n na yan. Minus n. There should be some minus n, which is 4. So may minus 4 dito, I don't forget. Mayroong minus 4 din. That's the derived formula natin for PG. Okay. The answer would be the same naman. Okay. Tama naman na import ko sa calculator. Ito lang ang hindi ko na isulat na part. Okay. So that is the correction for problem number 1. Okay. So problem number 2, I think we're good. Okay. So that's it. So let's meet again sa next chapter.